Hi guys, and welcome to today's YouTube video. And I thought, why not do a video on how to have a good and effective workout? Like, how do you know when you've had a good workout? I did do a post on my Instagram explaining a little bit, but I feel like captions is just so much you can say. So I am just making a video so you can kind of hear me actually talk and explain and really understand what I am saying. So first off, I would start by saying having a goal. And I don't mean a number on the scale. I mean a goal which you can really strive and work for and is sustainable. It is so important. A lot of my clients come to me and they kind of have a scale number that they strive for. And my first question is, how did you come across at that number? How do you know that that is your body's happy place? And how are you going to get there? And how are you gonna kind of keep it there for the rest of your life? And a lot of these numbers come from when you were a teenager. If you are an adult now, you are growing, you can't stay one number for the rest of your life. So my number one tip is throwing away that scale. That is one of the most ineffective ways to measure progress or worth or anything like that. So get that scale number out of your head. Get a goal which you can really strive for. Going a heavy squat with good form, progressing in your form, getting stronger, going heavier, doing a full push-up, doing a handstand, getting more flexible, being able to touch your toes. And get a long-term goal, not just a quick fix. These things do not stick. You can't expect your body to just fall into place whenever you feel like. A good thing is not going to happen in a matter of a week, 2 weeks, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, even above that. I'm in the process of making a guide for myself and just focusing on all the things that I want to focus on, like getting stronger, nailing a handstand, trying to split, just getting more flexible and stronger and progressing with my form. And all the other things will come with it. Your physique goals will come after that. And my plan thus far is going to be at least 12 weeks. And even if I don't see everything happening in 12 weeks, I can just do it all over again and progress. And also, resting is just such a big part of your goal and your training. I rest a lot more than I train. Things that build your body up must be so important, just as important as training. Eating enough protein, eating enough carbs, getting in enough nutrients, sleep, stretching, all of that needs to build your body up and not restrict or punish your body. Training is there to build your body up and make you more able to do things that you couldn't do in the past. I see a lot of people training 6-7 times a week, and that was me in the past, and it really did bite me in the butt. Whenever you're putting stress onto your body, this means overtraining, not sleeping enough, not eating enough. This can really break your body down instead of building it up. And now we get to what doesn't mean you had a good or effective workout. First of all, sweat. Sweat doesn't necessarily mean you had a good workout, and if you didn't sweat, your workout didn't mean anything. Sweat is just there to cool your body down. I sweat a lot more in Bangkok than I did in South Africa, just because the weather is a lot hotter here. Different people can sweat more than others, so that doesn't necessarily mean that you had a good workout or is something to strive for. And also, being sore after a workout, commonly known as DOMS, delayed onset muscle soreness. So this is the soreness you feel 2 or 3 days after your training session. People feel like, yes, that was a good workout, I'm so sore. And even me, I love feeling that, but that also does not mean it is or was a good workout and isn't something to strive for every single session. Your body will adapt and progress over time. So 3 years in my training, I only feel sore when I haven't trained for a couple of months, or I'm trying a new exercise, or I'm hitting a personal best. But other than that, I don't really get much soreness because my body has adapted and is a lot stronger than it was. So if you are a complete beginner, you will feel a lot more soreness after your workouts, but this will decrease as your body progresses. So when talking about cardio, how do you know you had a good session in your cardio session? If you've used 75% of your maximal heart rate for about 20 minutes or more, you've had a good cardio session and really worked your heart and your lungs and increased your fitness levels. So this doesn't mean walking on a treadmill or riding a static bike and being on your phone and you're not really exerting your body. Now we get to muscle building, sculpting, or hypertrophy, whatever you like to call it. I personally like to do about 5-ish exercises, maybe 4, maybe 5, 6, and I like to do 3 to 5 sets for each exercise and 8 to 12 reps if I really want to work my muscles and build some shape. You really want to choose a weight that actually makes you feel like you're working. If you are just curling that bicycle and you feel like you can do this forever, this is not going to help you build shape or sculpt, build some muscle. So within the last 2 or 3 reps, you really want to feel like you are working and trying your best to get that weight up. And now going on to strength, hitting your personal best, hitting your maxes. So this means going on a heavy weight and only being able to do 1 to 4, 5-ish reps. So with this puts a lot of stress on your body, and you can probably do this maybe once every 2, 3, 4 weeks. I certainly can't progress and hit maxes and personal bests every single week. I just feel like my body needs some space and needs some rest, and it is really struggling with all of that weight and all of that stress being put on. And going on to HIIT and plyometrics, this is also a form of cardio and mostly works your fitness as well as your muscles. So in that moment of training in HIIT, you really want to feel your lungs, your heart, your muscles working in those few seconds that you are training. It might not be the best that you've ever done in your life, but just giving it your best in that current moment. And then going on to skills, things like handstands. Here you really want to focus and kind of just feel your brain working and feeling every single part of your body. And if you are not really concentrating on hitting and progressing in that skill, that wasn't really a good workout. So you really want to give your best. It might not have been your longest handstand, but you gave your best on that day. The progress is not linear. I see a lot of goals. If the goal is fat loss, 1 week the scale weight, hence why I say throw that scale away, goes up 1 week and goes down 1 week, and they feel great when it goes down and not as great when it goes up again. But progress really is not linear. Everything in life just goes like this, and this doesn't mean that you have weakened or your progress was deteriorating. And when it comes to strength, a lot of the times I can't progress or hit my maxes when, let's say, squatting. Sometimes my 80 rep max, it was really hard, and sometimes it wasn't as hard, and sometimes I really struggled with like a 50 kg squat. But this doesn't mean it wasn't a good session, and I really did give my best. Progress doesn't also always mean going heavier and heavier and heavier with weight. It can also mean just hitting an extra rep on the weight that you were struggling. That is progress. Just being able to do something that you haven't been able to do before. Increasing your time under tension. Increasing the time that you are moving into a hip thrust and really putting tension on your muscles and your glutes. Bettering your form in an exercise or a movement is already very good progress and something you need to strive for. Trying to go deeper into a squat is already great progress. Something like HIIT, you can decrease the time in which you're resting and really working on your fitness. And like I said, things like this should aid in your life. Being able to walk up the stairs without nearly fainting, sleeping better, having better concentration, that is proof that you are doing a very good job. Training shouldn't be there to restrict you from certain things, make your life harder, or make your mental health a little bit more miserable. That is just not the case. Not really something that you want in your life. Training should fit your lifestyle and not you into your training lifestyle. I hope this video gave you some insight and helps you in your training and your goals. And until next time, bye! bye.